You're fine, honey. Now you're overthinking it.
So, I got my oil changed this morning for my car, and I did my prodigious righteous duty. Earlier this week, I went to Meineke. I went to Meineke's website. I booked an appointment, and it said, "Here are coupons." So I clicked on the coupon, and I had it emailed to me, oil change for $25, $24.99. Cool. So this morning, I go get my oil change, and then it's finished. I go to pay for it, and I said, "Oh, I have a coupon for that." And I show him the coupon on my phone for $24.99, and he goes, "Oh, that's the normal price." And I go, "Oh, well, yeah. Why did he have to say that to me?"
I don't think he was supposed to say that. That's their company secret.
Oh. Why would he crush me? Why would he break my heart like that? He didn't, like, as a service employee, I'd be like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then I would, like, pretend to type
right.
$24.99 coupon. Well, that's a savings of $19, Mr. Nicholas. You're a smart consumer. Your mom would be proud of you. But instead, he just said, "No, that's the regular price." And I was like, "Oh, well, does Meineke corporate know about? Is this all the scam?"
I think it's a scam. Because I've gotten that coupon in the past when I've booked an appointment.
Yeah. And
I've presented it. No one said anything.
Oh, see, they were being courteous to you. Mm-hmm. They didn't want to crush your world, break your heart. But my guy, Darren, that's Darren with one R, honey. Okay. That's all you need to know about him.
And oop.
Greetings, Internet. Welcome to But I'm Still a Good Person by Vince Nicholas. I'm Vince Nicholas. I'm joined by my sparkling wifey, Carolyn Nicholas.
Hello.
Hello, honey. Thank you for joining me at our dining room table for our little program here. Okay. So we ate Kentucky Fried Chicken's Beyond Chicken Nuggets. And Beyond is the big fake meat brand, for lack of a better description. Impossible is the other well-known producer. But KFC, mid-January, they rolled out nationwide Beyond Nuggets. So they're faux chicken, F-A-U-X, chicken. And we wanted to eat them. Why did we want to eat them, honey?
Because our daughter's a vegetarian.
Yes.
And we're always down to try new products.
Yeah.
And I'm also just curious, as time goes on, will this fake meat industry, is it going to improve? Is it going to expand? Mm-hmm. And so I'm curious myself to just try the new things that come out.
Because you're off the red meat thing. You eat it very little.
Yeah, I limit my meat intake.
Yeah. And darling daughter, Luna Marie, as you mentioned, became a pescatarian 2 years, it seems
nearly
like?
2 years ago.
And she's been perfect, or did she have one slip up with chicken or something?
I don't think she has had a slip up.
Wow. And she did it to do it, and she's staying on track because she's staying on track. There's no real higher motivation or...
It's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. And once you get on the railroad, it's hard to get off the path. Well, let's talk about vegan, fake meat, whatever, in our lives, honey. So Luna Marie is a pescatarian, and what you make, one of your go-to dishes is called, we lovingly call it toot toot ragu, because it may or may not make you toot, but it's essentially a marinara, like a spaghetti sauce.
A veggie-laden, thick marinara ragu. Yeah,
you chop up peppers and onions and mushrooms and throw it in tomato sauce, and it becomes Sunday sauce, as the Italians in New York call it. I don't know if they really call it that. I just saw it in a movie. But that's toot toot, and because Luna's a pescatarian, to have some sort of protein component in there.
Well, before she changed her diet, I used to make it with ground turkey.
Yes. And
then when she stopped eating meat, I tried it 1 week with only the veggies and the sauce. None of us were a big fan. We all agreed it needed that texture or additional.
I remember that something, yeah.
So I started buying various non-meat ground beef, fake ground beefs.
Yeah.
And we tried a few different kinds, finally settled on one particular brand that I've been using now for the last year and a half.
Yeah, it's Gardein. Gardein, however that's pronounced.
It's available at Target, Walmart. You can find it everywhere. Yeah. And I was buying in the past, they look like raw patties, but these are like ready to go. They're just frozen, but they're already crumbles.
Yeah, like ground beef ready to go.
They're the best tasting of all the fake ground beef that we've tried.
Yeah. That's odd that they would put fake meat in a meat although a meat patty is not a natural shape, but it's like the McRib. This is a rib, but it's really just a bunch of cobbled together fats and meat parts.
It's giving you the experience and the illusion.
Yeah. And I will say the Gardein stuff, crumbles that you use, I'm not a fan of. It's very chewy. You chew. And you chew. The texture is where it misses, because with the tutu and spaghetti sauce in general, there's lots of stuff going on, lots of flavor, and if you have some ground beef in there, it's kind of just falls in the background. But the fake meat, the Gardein texture, I don't like it. It's not fun.
I don't either.
Yeah.
It's totally fine when I use it in the toot sauce.
Yeah,
because like you said, there's so much else going on.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but
in any other dish where there's not enough to detract from what you're actually eating.
Such as fake chicken nuggets from Beyond at KFC, yes.
Like just yesterday, I made Luna hamburger helper, and I put the Gardein crumbles in for the meat.
Yeah.
And she loved it. She ate the whole thing.
Yeah.
I personally don't like that, because I can taste it, I can smell it. The texture is more obvious.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the other thing I think of when I think of vegan food is a few 4th of Julys ago at your former coworker Georgia's house. She had a 4th of July shindig, and there were fireworks and shenanigans happening. But at the food table, there were like these hot dogs, that you could tell were not the traditional hot dog, like how the traditional hot dog has sort of a red salmon hue to them. These were like kind of brownish, maybe a little gray, maybe a little green. And so I looked at them and I was like, well, what's up with those? And it turns out they were from your other former coworker, Hillary Egan, had brought them. And she's been serving these to her husband for decades, right?
Her husband has been a vegetarian since he was very young. And so they brought these vegan hot dogs for him to eat.
Yeah. And I was like, well, I'm game. I'll try one. And I started chewing. I ate it. I started chewing. And I kept chewing. And I kept chewing. And I was like, is this going to break down? It was the equivalent of what I imagined chewing a garden hose.
Oh, dear.
Chewing a hose from the front yard. It doesn't break down. Well, much like the Gardein in the toot, there's a lot of chewing. There's just a lot of chewing in this fake protein world.
It'll give you a strong jaw.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm not a fan of this. I do not like this. How could Hillary do this to her husband? How could her husband put up with this nonsense?
He likes it.
For decades. I beg to differ. Inside, in the dark corners of their home, he's mad. He's angry. He's bitter. He's not happy. Okay. So, honey, what does Kentucky Fried Chicken, or as they tried to rebrand themselves about a decade ago, Kitchen Fresh Chicken, but now they're just KFC. What does KFC mean to you in your life?
KFC is near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
We're having some delicious fried chicken and the best sides in the game.
Yes.
Love their mash and gravy. Love their biscuits. Love their fake honey and their fake butter. But absolutely, number one, I love their coleslaw.
Yeah, you got some of that today. You like the sides. When I think of KFC, I miss their potato wedges. They were so good.
Those were good.
And they were unique. You can't get them at McDonald's or Jack in the Crack. Well, actually, Jack in the Crack has potato wedge-ish. But you can't get them everywhere. And they were fun, and they were thick, and they were a good time to eat. I don't know why they have them anymore. Well, they have secret recipe fries, which is like a batter seasoning coating kind of deal. And
their fries are really good.
Yeah.
But the wedges are unique.
Yeah.
They're different.
They were fun. I also think when I was a young man, my mom taking me to KFC, and we'd eat, and they would give you a moist towelette. Because
that's right, they did.
Diving into this greasy chicken with your hands, at the end of the meal, your hands would be all greasy and funky and have skin hanging off. But you'd have a couple moist towelettes. It was very refreshing. It was a good time. I don't think they have them anymore. I mean, you might be able to ask, oh yeah, we got them in back. we have a carton in back from 1984. But I really miss that. And today I had a couple pieces of chicken, and I was like, oh, I gotta go wash my hands now. I wish I had a moist towelette. Oh, what if they warmed a moist towelette?
Wow. That'd
be luxury. And the last thing I think of is Leslie Benson, who used to own our cat, Frankie Blue Nicholas. When the night that we got Frankie, we went over to Leslie Benson's house, and she was staying with a friend, and chit chat, and we needed to take a few minutes just to talk it over. So we're like, oh, well, we're gonna drive around. I don't know what our excuse was, but we're gonna think about it. We'll be back in an hour or whatever. And so Leslie Benson was like, okay, we're gonna go get some chicken pot pies, and I was like, ooh, because I thought because we were still relatively new to West Sacramento. So I was like, oh, maybe there's some mom and pop chicken pot pie and ice cream shop down the street that we don't know about yet, and they make the bomb chicken pot pie and homemade and artisanal, bespoke, and all that nonsense. But we take off, and we agree. I begrudgingly agreed to take on Frankie Blue Nicholas, and we returned to Leslie Benson's house, and they had gotten the chicken pot pies, and she had them in a bag, in a KFC bag. So she got chicken pot pies from KFC, which they're good.
Yes,
they got the crust. There's lots of gravy going on in there. They're a fine dining experience. But I was hoping more from Leslie Benson, that she had some secret, on the low, unknown chicken pie shop in West Sacramento that she could introduce us to. But no, it was just KFC. Okay, so let's talk about ordering. We got the 12-piece Beyond Meal because me, you, and Luna were going to have a few nuggets of these fake nugs. Or when ordering, it was unclear what size fries came with the meal. Now, when we got the meal, it's an individual size. They have individual and a large, essentially, small and large sizes. But when you're ordering a 12-piece nugget meal, I would expect that to come with the large fries instead of a tiny, small individual fries. And the price was $15 for this meal. So throw in the large fries. At one point, our till was $67, almost $70. And I was like, I'm not going to spend $70. And you paid, honey.
Yeah, I did.
But I said, I will not let you spend $70 at the Kitchen Fresh Chicken. I will not allow that. If Grandma T and my mom heard about this, she would lose it.
That's more than we pay when the four of us go to a sit-down restaurant.
Right. Exactly, with ambiance and a waiter. And so, yeah, I was like, we need to reel it in. I took off a 4-piece meal, which was around $12. So our total was $55 around there. That's still a lot of money for fast food. Like when you think fast food, I'm thinking for our family of four, $40 tops.
Yeah, 30 to 40.
Yeah, on the high end. So when it was almost nearly 70, I was like, okay, reel it in. The app is crap, very slow. We were trying to. It's Saturday morning. Today's Saturday. They open at. Well, the website says they open at 10:30. The app wasn't letting me order after 10:30, at like 10:35, 10:40. So I was like, well, place a future order. It wasn't letting me place a future order. So KFC.com says this location opens up at 10:30. I guess they technically don't open till 11. I don't know what was happening over there. But at one point, they took money out of your account and then they deposited back, right? Within like a second.
Because you were having, it was being difficult when you were actually trying to place the order.
Yeah.
Kept saying there's an error, it was rejected. So I was tracking because I said to you, this better not be charging me multiple times.
Yeah, and I was like, don't worry about it. But then you said, wait, they charged me $55, but then they just refunded it.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on here?
I did not, at the end of the day, end up getting overcharged. Thank goodness.
Okay, yeah, good. And then remember when we were on the couch just browsing, like I was trying to click on the wings and it kept timing out. Like the website was giving me a 404 error. So all sorts of glitches, nonsense, errors, just madness. But finally, we placed the order at 11:05-ish. Some notes from their menu. They have a couple meals, a 16-piece meal or a 16 chicken tender meal. They're both $45.
Wow.
So you get 16 pieces, which is a lot of chicken and a couple sides, but again, $45.
What is costing so much? What are they
bucket,
earning from
the bucket, the moist towelettes? I don't know. It's the supply chain. It's Let's Go Brandon's fault. I have no idea, but it's inflation. But yeah, just seeing something for $45 on a fast food website is shocking. They charge $5.50 for large fries. Now the container is big.
It's very big. Largest fries, I think, if any fast food place.
Yeah, but we've gotten them and they don't fill it up, and it's like 2/3 full, 3/4 full. So $5.50 for a large fries when they don't pack it in there.
To their credit, I think today they did a little better in that area.
Yeah, well, you poured out Luna's fries on her plate, and she was like, "Wow, there's a lot of fries." So, but still, it's because McDonald's large fries is just under just south of $4. It's like $3.75, $3.80. So $5.50 for large fries, but it is a big container, and if they come through filling it up, it's a solid deal. As I said, 12-piece Beyond Nugget meal was $15. I like on the website also is that you can just order a side of gravy.
Yeah.
To dip your fries in there, your nugs, your tendies.
I love their gravy.
Yeah. So I like that because I'm not a big fan of their mashed. I didn't actually have any today. You did obviously, but I don't like their mashed potatoes. But Dairy Queen does that. Like they'll give you like a side of gravy for your fries and your chicken tenders, and I always appreciated that because it's going back to unique. You can't get that everywhere. Fast food. At one point, this KFC is infamous, if you will. About once a month, there's a post on West Sacramento Facebook groups about how horrible they are.
And there's a nightmare story about how we waited 45 minutes in the parking lot, and then we were yelled at by the employees, and then there was a queue going into the street. Yeah.
And so at one point, I go through the Yelp reviews. I went through them this morning when we were just sitting around wasting time. And the best thing about Yelp is it'll have like the reviews and pictures, but then it has a link and it says, "These reviews are not currently recommended." And if you want some good reading, you click that link. I currently recommend that you read the reviews that they don't currently recommend, because there's some good writing. It's nearly John Grisham, Michael Crichton level, honey. The first review starts off with "God awful. There's always someone yelling and acting a weirdo." It's a very questionable area of West Sacramento, and it's 5 minutes from our house, but it's on that side of the freeway. So as long as it stays over there, we're okay. Dang drug addicts. I mean, it's amusing sometimes, but only when it is. Also to note, the men's bathroom stall door doesn't close due to the hatch being broken, so don't think you can go number 2 here. Okay.
Good to know before we go there.
All right. Well, and I would like to take a moment to declare my public policy of never going number 2 anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere at work, in the movies, bathroom. Do it at home. And I taught you that, right, honey? That's what I brought to your life and our love affair and our wonderful marriage.
You've been a good influence on me, honey.
Yes. If you do number 2, go at home. And if you're not at home, wait. Hold on to it. Willpower, self-control. You can do it, Johnny. The other fun Yelp review starts with, well, it went on and on, but the end was, it's a combination location. It's got KFC and it's also A&W in the same building. And this review says, and don't even try asking about A&W because, quote, the grill is off, unquote. Okay. I guess because KFC doesn't have grills. It's all fryer stuff.
I suppose. Or it's just their lame excuse.
Yeah.
Like the McDonald's ice cream machine never working.
Probably. The review goes on, I even talked to corporate for 2 hours one day. Wait a second. What the hell are you talking to A&W corporate for 2 hours? Don't you have anything better to do for your $8 meal? And they apologized and said coupons, but damn, still nothing fixed. These people going number 2 and then calling corporate for 2 hours. No wonder Yelp doesn't recommend that you read these stupid reviews. But you asked me, so this is a terrible KFC, terribly reviewed. But we've been there 3, 4. I think today was the 4th time.
Yeah,
we've never had a problem. So I'm sending you these reviews as I'm trolling you. I'm joking. I'm having fun. And then you asked me, will you travel to a further KFC, a larger distance to a different KFC?
Yeah, because I would prefer we don't go to this one for all the reasons we have mentioned heretofore. And so I'm always wanting you to go somewhere else. Because I want KFC. I love KFC. Mm-hmm. But
I said no.
You always say no.
Well, the nearest one is Arden. Maybe that'd be 15.
There's one in Midtown, but it doesn't have a drive-through. Does that matter? Oh no, because we don't do drive-through.
Yeah, although
it's also questionable.
Yeah, that would be even more highly questionable as one in Midtown. Fun fact: so my coworker Steve, who had COVID, we're passing each other in the hallway this week, and he goes, "Hey, do you live in West Sacramento?" And I said, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, I saw you at Walmart." I was like, "Oh, okay," because that's where we go for our grocery shopping. I was like, "Cool, Steve." And then he goes, "Yeah, I'm over on Westacre, which is the street that this KFC is on. I'm over on Westacre." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, it's right off West Capitol." And I was like, "Oh, yeah." Did you know you can't do number 2 in your own KFC, Steve? But I was like, okay. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, we're, and I tell him where we live. I'm like, we're by the Target in Southport. And he goes, oh. So I think I initiated class warfare unintentionally, honey.
Yeah.
Does he think that I'm better than him? Or
yes.
Is this like when Barack Obama said there are 2 Americas? This is the class divide, as it were. He's north of the 50, I'm south of the 50, and we can't hang out now.
Oh, you need to make extra special effort to be nice and reach out to him next week.
Well, then will he be like, he's just being nice to me for charity, for the charity write-off. This is why Jeff Bezos gives billions to charity. Yeah, so I wish I didn't tell him that. I'd be like, hey, I'm on Westacre too, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'll see you at the Mecca Club, at the bar on West Capitol. Okay. So I drive there, and pull up, and there's a bicycle at the drive-through window. So I just thought that was noteworthy. A guy on his bike.
I distinctly remember in my youth, this was prohibited. Do you think more places are starting to allow this? Because it sounded like they served that guy at the window on his bike today.
They did.
They didn't. So I wonder if that's allowed more commonly now.
Well, I ask you this: why would it be prohibited?
I don't know.
I guess you have some sort of order that you have, like if you let bicyclists in, with our pedestrians next. I mean,
yeah.
What's next? Kids on their skateboards.
It is
rappers on hoverboards in the drive-through lane. Huh? Is that what you want, honey? Is that the bedlam you want?
It is punishing the underprivileged who can't afford a car. So that's not okay.
Yeah. So like Steve. It was probably Steve. It looked like Steve. I forgot a mask. I didn't have a mask. That's all I'll say about that. But I walk in and the dining area is closed, so you can't sit there. But the lobby's still open. You can go in and order and pick stuff up. A sign they had on just the wall, and I showed you the picture, honey. See, that's called pre-show prep. So we're on the same page. Because don't you hate it when podcasts go, yeah, that's like when Bob ate the cherry tomato in that movie Signs. And then the other host goes, I don't remember that. Or what movie was that? And then the other host has to start explaining Signs and Bob and cherry tomatoes. And it derails the podcast. It ruins the listening experience. Just we
would never do anything like that on this podcast.
Do some prep. So you're on the same page, so you can move the conversation on instead of getting derailed by nonsense.
Be professional.
Yeah, it's just a pet peeve there. What am I? Oh, the sign. So it said, "Today's farm fresh chicken is from," and then it had like a chalkboard area, so they could write Arlington, Virginia, or whatever. And I know Five Guys does this. They do this with their potatoes. Like, our potatoes today are featured from Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Del Taco does that too with their avocados and tomatoes.
Right.
And it's usually a local place.
Yeah. So KFC has a sign. Today's farm fresh chicken is from, and then on the chalkboard part where you're supposed to write a city and state, I guess, it was just the letter W. And I was like, today's farm fresh chicken is from W. WHAT, what? Are they fans of George W. Bush? Is it Woodland, California, which isn't too far? Was there just, do they not care? And then on the second half, on the bottom half of the sign, it says, and cooked by, and then some employees, like Kevin was there, Aaron was there, just writing their names, the staff. But the W I found perplexing. I wanted to ask questions, but who cares? The app. So we ordered 11:05-ish, 11:08, I think is the exact time. And placed the order through the app. I was at home at 11:08. It said order will be ready by 11:12, and I thought, that's really quick. That's too quick. Like, at least make me think, much like the oil change guy. Make me think I'm getting a deal. Make me think you're frying up the chicken fresh back there. Give me some calm. Give me some peace in my life. Make my mind happy. Order 11:08, said be there at 11:12. It's about 5 minutes from where we live. I got there at 11:22, so technically it should have been ready. Walk in, and a young lady employee, hi, Vince Nicholas, I have an order. And she goes, okay, be about 5 minutes. So the app said 11:12. The order wasn't ready till 11:27. Should I be on the phone with corporate for 2 hours?
Aren't you
KFC
happy
corporate?
it took longer? You're just complaining about it being too fast.
Yes. And she said 5 minutes, but it wasn't even 5. It was 3 minutes maybe. But I like, because we hear horror stories about this KFC all the time. And I get there, and she said it'll be 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, bagged, ready to go. So we've had excellent experiences at this KFC. I don't know what people are talking about.
Oh, we've just gotten lucky.
Yeah.
It's a matter of time now before we have some horror story.
It seems like the drive-through is where people go.
And in the evening.
Aside. Yes.
I told you, if we're going to go to this KFC,
yes,
we're going as soon as they open. We're going to be the first customers there.
Yes. And it's funny you say go in the evening because actually the app says, first of all, it doesn't know what time. Well, this is the little message, the disclaimer they put next to when your order is ready. Head to the restaurant and follow the quick pickup instructions. If your designated pickup time is during late night, please use the drive-thru to collect your order. So they either don't want you getting out of your car, or because they know the area, or they're preventing potential crime, or they just don't want you milling about in the lobby late night. But I just thought that was something noteworthy. So we had a bunch of food, $55 worth of food, and they gave us a giant bag, like a bunch of boxes, all the meals and everything, and fries, and it was a giant bag, and it reminded me of the giant bags. Remember department stores, honey, and going shopping at department stores, and when you would buy like 10, 12 items of clothing, and they would just give you a giant bag that like went down to your ankle or whatever. We got a huge bag. I've never seen a bag that big before. And
biggest fast food bag ever.
Biggest fast in my 44 years. Like I said, take a sip of water. The area was a little dicey. While I was waiting for a couple minutes inside the lobby, I thought my catalytic converter was going to get stolen if I turned my back. But it wasn't so bad. As for paper plates in the app, they didn't give us any, but they gave us a ton of honey and butter.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for that specifically, but we got a bunch of that.
I'm happy.
I know. You like those. Our order total was $55. Let's get to the food reviews. And I spilled a drink in my car on the way home. Like they gave the little beverage cart thing, the cardboard that you can stick 4 drinks in, and I used it, but I turned too hard. I'm like Vin Diesel out there, honey. It's like Fast and the Furious. It's all about chicken and family. Okay. So the drink, one of the drinks had way too much ice, and they had their soda station open, so I would have preferred to use that. But for pickup orders, obviously I wonder if they know if it's DoorDash or whatever, but one of the drinks had too much ice. Let's talk about the sauces, honey, because we're all about that condiment life. KFC sauce. It's similar to Chick-fil-A sauce. What did you think? It's a savory orange sauce.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Out of all the sauces, it's probably my favorite of the KFC ones that you can choose from, but it's not very good.
Yeah.
All of their sauces are too sweet. So this isn't anywhere near as good as Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, it's okay, but there's not much going on. Every place has a sauce now.
They do.
And they're always orange.
They're always like this orangey, orange, brownish color.
Do you remember the video I showed you of some place making a sandwich that had 3 sauces on it? 3 sauces on a sandwich, plus like a dressing, like a vegetable dressing kind of deal. I was like, what the hell is going on?
That's going to be a soggy sandwich.
You know what it is? Because grabbing that sauce bottle and just squeezing it left and right, it's good for video. It's good for it's good for the gram. It's good for TikTok. There's too many sauces, and I don't know what's in these sauces. Is it umami? Is it truffle? Is it like beetle shell or beaver anal glands or whatever? I don't know.
But well, it's their secret recipe. They're not going to tell you.
The colonel needs to tell us. Kidnap the colonel. Actually, Grandpa Curtis used to work at a KFC in Oregon.
Grandma Liz used to work at a KFC.
40 years ago? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we would always be like, hey, Kurt, what's the secret 11 herbs and spices? And he would say, they didn't even tell us what they were. And we were like, oh.
But that might be just he's like he's going to the grave with the secret. Like he knows, but he was sworn to secrecy, like being in a fraternity or something.
My mom used to just tell us horror stories of what happened behind the scenes.
Oh yeah.
So she doesn't like eating at KFC for the what she experienced.
Can you think of any,
Scarred
or
her
do
for
any come to your mind?
Yeah. One time, a guy she worked with, they had the coleslaws in these big tubs.
Right.
And he stuck his entire arm down in the tub.
What? Because
there were stupid teenagers messing around at night at their KFC job.
Yeah. Were his arms hairy?
Probably.
Oh my god. That's
I still love the coleslaw. Give it to me.
Did anyone die?
Yeah, exactly.
From the coleslaw. Yeah, I worked at McDonald's for a couple of years, a year and a half. We didn't do anything gross, but like, if a McNugget fell on the floor, you know.
Yeah.
Things happen.
I think it's rare that anything very horrendous happens at fast food places. That arm in the coleslaw is pretty extreme.
Yeah. I would pick up the McNugget off the kitchen floor, throw it in someone's 20-piece, and you know what I did? I built up their immune system, okay? That person doesn't have any comorbidities now, all right? It's like the booster shot is what I gave him in 1992.
The all-natural booster shot.
The all-natural booster shot. Okay, so the KFC sauce is okay. Their ranch honey, thoughts, feelings, comments, reflections. It's not good.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's your
bad.
typical prepackaged ranch. It's thick.
Yeah.
It has a tangy,
chemically
unpleasant flavor.
The honey barbecue sauce, they ain't lying. There's honey in there, and so it's very sweet. If that's your deal, then dive in, have at it.
I think the ideal fast food barbecue sauce is McDonald's. It's so good.
It is good.
This is way too sweet. Too much honey, not enough barbecue.
Yeah. The honey mustard, I like it. I think their honey mustard is their strongest sauce.
If you're a fan of honey mustard, it's good. I just am not. So I don't like it, even if I can. I could tell, though, today that it was, as far as they go, it was a good one.
Yeah.
But I don't like that.
I think it goes really good with their chicken. And then the honey sauce. So it's not actually honey. It's called honey sauce so they don't get sued by people saying, you call this honey and it's -4% honey or whatever.
No, I'm looking at the ingredients here.
Yes.
It's high fructose corn syrup is number 1.
There you go.
And then sugar and some...
more like honey, fructose, corn syrup, honey.
caramel coloring and some acids and chemicals and whatnot. But it's so good.
It's fantastic. You throw that stuff on the chicken tendies we had, or it's out of sight.
You can put it on any. I'm about to put it on some asparagus. You can put it on anything.
It goes really good. I guess it's like the thought of like the chicken and waffles, like where you have fried chicken and then you got the waffle, but then there's syrup going on and some butter. But no. Okay, I take it back. The honey mustard, I guess in the traditional sense of a sauce, it's their best sauce. But whatever that honey nonsense is, it goes so good with poured on a chicken tendy or a piece of Colonel's original or extra tasty crispy. It's a good time. I wonder if they use bees. Is there? Because you're a big proponent in, like, you like to buy honey that is made from bees within a 20-mile radius, right, honey?
I do.
Because you think it helps with your probiotics or something?
It helps with, like, allergies and that kind of stuff.
Therapeutics, holistics.
Don't ask me to expand on that.
It sounds good.
I do. I'm looking at the ingredients again on this quote unquote honey sauce.
Yes.
It does say honey 7%.
Ah, there you go.
So it's probably chemically made honey in a factory.
93% high fructose corn syrup. And then the buttery spread, which isn't butter, or else they would call it butter.
Buttery spread. It's
buttery spread.
It's margarine or something.
Ah, okay.
I didn't have any, but you put it on your biscuit, honey.
Oh, yeah. It's so good.
It was good. Did you put the buttery spread and the honey sauce on your biscuit? Your biscuit?
Yeah, I opened the biscuit in half, and one half got the honey sauce, and the other half got the buttery spread.
Gotcha. And it was a winner?
I'm sorry, babe.
And oop.
Yes, honey, you're back from the CDC lab or the FDA, and you've studied the buttery.
I put the buttery
spread
spread
packets
in a petri dish,
Yes.
and I examined the ingredients.
Yes, you're Dr. Tony Fauci over there.
The first two ingredients are soybean oil
Soy.
and palm oil.
Okay. It's
so-
yellow. It's got consistency of margarine, but it's good. Well, McDonald's butter is super good too.
Yeah.
They're little cups of butter, whatever. Okay, let's get to the food. The fries. Did you have any?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought the coating / seasoning is good. It's the special recipe fries are good. They're better than your average fry. When they get cold, they're not good anymore. But as long as they're hot and you're dipping them in something, I think their fries are a good time. What do you think, honey?
Absolutely agree. Good seasoning, good amount of seasoning.
I got 2 pieces of chicken a la carte, 2 legs because I like the clean process of eating a leg. Like I don't need to be like I don't want to work in a coroner's office and ripping apart a rib cage of a chicken and dealing with the wing and the thigh and all that nonsense. I just like eating a drumstick and being done with it. I got 1 original recipe, 1 extra tasty crispy. They're good, juicy, but I question the juice. Like, is it juice? Is it like chicken?
Do you think they take like a needle and a baster and inject it with some sort of...
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Put some liquid in there.
I guarantee they're doing that.
Faux juice. they whip up they put some fake butter in there. But it's still a good experience. I mean, what the hell do I care?
It's so good.
Yeah.
Let's not lie. KFC has a really yummy fried chicken.
Yeah. Even though and it was juicy. Some might call it sweaty, but it's good tasting. It's a pleasant experience. I still can't decide between if I like original recipe versus extra tasty crispy. They're both fantastic. They're both excellent. That's why I got 1 of each, and I was like, I'm gonna make a decision today. Damn it! After 44 years of this malarkey, but I can't. They're both very good products. Chicken sandwich we got faux free, normally $5, but their promotion is they're giving away chicken sandwich if you order at least $12 via the app or website. And this is they relaunched this or launched it in response to the whole chicken wars. Like McDonald's has a chicken sandwich, obviously Popeyes has a new chicken sandwich, the KFC chicken sandwich, which we had several months ago, but that was mine. I ate it. I thought it's good. It's still the same. It's good. It's not outstanding. The sauce, once again, it's fine, but it's not gonna blow you away. And I wanted the spicy version because they do have a spicy version, but the free offer is only good for the regular version. But buns solid, pickles decent, but it's a good eat, but it's not outstanding. You got a chicken little. That's little with 2 T's. People pronounce little. No, it's not Liddle. Okay, there's 2 T's. Chicken little sandwich, honey, which is essentially like a small like roll or bakery bun, a little bit of mayonnaise, some lettuce, and a chicken tendy on there. Thoughts, feelings, and they used to be like $1 or 99 cents
Yes.
way back in the day. Now they're 3 something. But what did you think, honey?
I have many thoughts.
Yes.
Number 1,
Mm-hmm.
the fried chicken piece they put on there, it's over. I don't know if it's stale.
Yeah.
Or the coating is too hard.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gnawing on that thing like a caveman trying to get a bite.
Yeah. Well,
it's like because Lennox got the chicken tendy meal.
Yes.
And that's all they're throwing on there. And
Yeah.
I have the same criticism. It's like it's not fresh, and it's like a hard crunch. The batter in the little chicken sandwich. It's either old or I mean, we were there first thing in the morning when they first opened, so maybe it's from last night. I don't want to cast aspersions here.
Yeah.
But yeah, the chicken tendy is not good quality.
I wish that it had some sort of KFC type sauce or something other than just like plain straight mayo.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
You wiped some off at one point.
There was way too much mayo, and
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of mayo anyway, so
Right.
I did wipe some off.
Yeah.
Thirdly,
Yeah.
the bun was like crumbling and falling apart,
Yeah.
which happens, I've noticed, when we have a package of hot dog buns
Yeah.
that we've had for too long,
Yeah.
and they're a little stale and old,
Oh dear.
and I tried to feed Lennox a hot dog,
Yeah.
and the bun's fallen apart.
Yeah.
So that's immediately what I thought of today. Those must be old.
Well, it's like me. The chicken little sandwich is like the low rent version, and then what I got the efficient chickle.
Efficient
Official chicken sandwich is the high end. Like the bun is quality, but yeah, your bun is the great value bun. My bun was Oro wheat or whatever, King's Hawaiian roll, if you will. Yeah. The bread is low quality. Is that it? Anything else?
I like the pickles.
Oh, okay.
I'll say that.
I wonder if the pickles were the same. That's gonna keep me up tonight. So going to Lennox's Tendies, he got a 5-piece. He ate 2.5.
Good boy.
But like you said, it's the same thing. The breading is too hard. It's an unpleasant crunch. It's dry. Well, the meat is actually dry also. It was just not fresh. I mean, did I eat 2.5? Whatever Lennox didn't eat? Of course I did. Because who cares? But they weren't great. Let's talk about your sides, your Mrs. Sides, honey. The mashed potatoes and gravy. I didn't have any thoughts, feelings, comments, reflections, my love.
10 out of 10.
Really?
I devoured it. I actually dipped my
You did.
chicken sandwich in it.
Oh yeah, that was the move.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good time.
That reminded me of when we were at Crepes and Burgers last weekend with your parents, and I had a bagel with cream cheese on it, and then I smeared butter on it, and I was like, "Oh, this is living. This is high end stuff." But yeah, I did witness that, and that was a sight to see. I was like, "Yeah, my wifey really out here." Do you think the mashed potatoes are good, or is it the gravy?
The gravy is better.
Yeah.
The mashed potatoes are stellar. And the combination is just out of this world.
It is good, but the mashed potatoes are like the box mashed potato, right? It's like a powder. Like,
And-
it's not actual potatoes. No judgment, no criticism. Okay, maybe a little. But yeah, you mashed it down, for lack of no pun intended. Pun intended. And then your coleslaw. At one point, you asked me, Luna and Lennox, does anyone want a piece of coleslaw? Does anyone want some coleslaw? And we all were like, no, not really, no. But you dove into it.
Oh
honey.
my gosh.
Go
It's
ahead.
always a winner.
Do they put raisins? They don't put
No,
raisins there.
no, they don't.
I remember, I haven't eaten their coleslaw in a while, but I remember there being a lot of like liquid on the bottom or dressing.
There is a little bit. Okay, fine. You had to point out the one criticism
Oh,
of
I'm
my
sorry.
beloved coleslaw.
Yes.
I wasn't going to mention this, but there was too much liquid at the bottom when I
Okay.
was done eating the
Salad.
leaves. What is it? Cabbage?
Cabbage.
Carrots.
Cabbage and carrots.
And it's never cold when I eat it. I guess I don't know if it's cold when they serve it, but it's sitting in that bag with all the hot stuff. So it's always like room temperature. I would prefer it to be cold,
Oh yeah.
but it's still super good.
Cold slaw. Cold slaw.
And oop.
Okay, let's get to the star of the show, the Beyond Nuggets. As a reminder, they only came with the individual side of fries, $15 for a meal, and a tiny amount of fries. What the heck, Colonel? If that isn't, you should be stripped of your Colonel rank and title. Where'd you sign up? Who signed you up? Yeah, Beyond Nuggets. This is what the people came for, honey. As Rihanna says, this is what you came for. Your review, my love.
I ate one.
Yeah.
And I was pleasantly surprised. It was hard.
Yeah.
But it looked like chicken.
Yes, visually it looks like chicken. That is true. I dipped it in some KFC sauce, and I was like, "This is a lot better than I thought it would be. That's pretty good." Mm-hmm. Then later on, I ate another one, and I said, "Okay, maybe I was too generous in my first review." Yeah. And then I ate a third, and then I was like, "These are not good." You were still dizzy from the coleslaw heaven. The coleslaw goodness. You were high off the slaw, as it were. And visually they look like erasers. They're sort of little squares.
I don't like
that by inch and a half. Yeah.
I don't like that they're in a square and they're all identical.
Yeah.
You know, like
that's off-putting.
Like
it's
McDonald's.
It's very disturbing. Nuggies. Yeah.
McDonald's nuggets. They're all the 4 standard sizes, but they look like
there's variation.
There's variation, and you can sort of believe, yes, this is a chicken nugget straight from a chicken.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, they're all like the size of a box of floss or whatever. It's disturbing. It's odd. Visually the breading is fine, and visually it looks like a chicken. But when you bite down, my headline is that it tastes like chalk. And I've never eaten chalk, but if I imagine this is what chalk tastes like. It's very dry, chewy, rubbery, going back to Hillary Egan's vegan hot dogs, going back to Toot Toot with Gardein. This whole industry is just, there's lots of chewing. I mean, do people have a lot of time to chew? Is that what's going on?
Strong jaws that they've built up over the years.
That's true. They're like Gaston. They got the jaw. What is it?
The cleft.
The cleft chin. Yes, a strong jaw that'll get you a woman, fellas. But I don't. The texture is just not fun. It's off-putting. It just doesn't feel natural. It's not chicken. And when we're eating regular chicken, which is a good old time, and then we dive into these Beyond Nuggets, it's just not good. Never again. Never again, as they say.
I don't think Luna will be asking for them again.
Yeah, Luna wasn't a fan either. So the Beyond Nuggets, big miss, big disappointment. $55 down the drain, honey.
No, just $15 down the drain.
Yeah. And the benefit of not eating real chicken, is it pollution? Is it energy? Is it?
I think the pollution.
Do you care about chickens? Free range? What is this?
Specifically chickens, it's the horrible treatment of the animals.
Yes.
The environmental factor is more like about cows and the way that they're harvested and.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the chicken, I think it's just mostly about how they're just treated so badly.
Yeah. And they are. But, okay. What about my chewing? What about my jaw? What about my tooth? My teeth? The best thing I could say is that if I had gotten the 4-piece meal, I would have eaten 4 pieces of chicken, and then I would have a bunch of chicken bones in front of me, and I would have felt like a savage, an animal, a beast. But with the Beyond, you just eat. You throw. It's like it's the size of a book of matches. Do people still use matches? And you could just eat it, and there's no remnants. There's no bones. There's no carcass to be seen. That's the best thing I can say about them. But yeah, they look like erasers. They taste like chalk. Terrible. How could you, Colonel? How could you, Colonel Sanders?
Just don't bother. Just don't.
Move on with your life. You got better things to do. After I showered because I felt so horrible. I had to cleanse myself of the rubber.
The rubberiness.
And I went on a 45-minute walk
You went
because
on
I too had to like work this off
Yeah.
my body, and I had to get out in nature and
Yeah.
cleanse myself.
Yeah, we both did our own self-care. The Colonel drove us to this madness. Yeah, so beyond nuggets, no good, no fun. And that's it. Are we done, honey?
Yeah. Ironically, now I'm really hungry talking about these horrible nuggets.
Alrighty, well that's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. We still have a bunch of fries, although Luna...
Ooh. Yeah, the kids have claimed the fries.
Well, so there was one large fries left over, and then you put it into a Ziploc bag. And then a few hours ago, I said, hey, Luna, are you going to eat those fries? Because I wanted to eat them. And she said,
Perhaps.
And I bet she was shrugging her shoulders when she said perhaps. And so she left me in the lurch. Well, okay, at what time does the perhaps end? And I can take the fries, even though you paid, honey. But what at what time? 8 p.m.? 6 a.m.
I was
going
to
to
say 24 hours.
24 hours. The 24 hours of perhaps. Okay. Well, are we done, honey?
Yes, we're done.
Alrighty. Well, that's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. Let's all try a little harder next time. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, review, and rate. Or don't. Do whatever you want. You're a grown-up. Make your own decisions. Do what's best for your family. Please be sure to use our promo code for LifeLock. We don't have a promo code for LifeLock. Goodbye. I love you. We love you. We hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. And sure, I may have said my coworker Steve lives in a crappy area of town, but I'm still a good person, and we're still good people. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a wonderful day/night. Oh, bye-bye. Well, that's the official end of the program, but here's some bonus content for those of you who follow us on OnlyFans. We don't have an OnlyFans. If you love ASMR or mukbang, or if you're a furry, here's us eating KFC. Enjoy.
And oop.
We got chicken.
Is that crispy, juicy tender? And oop.
Food is here. Chicken nuggets and french fries is here. Excuse me.
Food.
Yes. It's the ready mix to ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Food.
Heck of ice.
Oh.
What happened?
Fries. I'm gonna get it. Do we need plates? I'm gonna get a plate.
There's no plates in there?
Oh, did you ask them?
I did in the app, but I mean, who knows if I actually did.
Nah.
There's no plate.
Okay.
We got a plate.
I'm gonna take out the biscuit and the
Okay.
coleslaw.
Ooh, that smells good.
I'm gonna see what's in there. Okay. I'm gonna get 4 plates.
Beyond nuggets. Oh, it's just a small fries, dude.
Okay, well.
What's up with that, Colonel?
We got extra.
We need to go say happy birthday to Ben.
Yes.
I forgot it was his birthday.
That's N.
Are we gonna sing happy birthday to Booper?
Yeah, we are. Okay. I don't know.
What happened?
Her water's empty. You can put that on your
And the front door was unlocked.
I think we're gonna do the Conjuring 4.
A ghost broke in and drank your water.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is your chicken.
I started eating. This is good.
Dump it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see. Luna,
Yeah.
here's your Beyond Nuggets. I'm gonna take one, okay? Let's see if you like them.
I was like, Vegetarian.
Yeah.
Nuggets.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, honey?
I ain't no chicken.
Okay. What kind of... Did you dip it in something?
Yeah, honey mustard. I
Do you want a
plain.
sauce?
and then-
Plain? Okay.
Grab me another one, babe.
What do you think?
Yeah, okay.
They're okay? I think it's good. I like it. I'm gonna dip it in some sauce.
Rubbery.
It's kind of hard. That's pretty good. How about fried? How about two? Thank you. How's your food then?
Good.
What time did you guys stay up?
12.
How about you?
Maybe later.
What were you doing?
On the phone. On the computer.
I found a shiny Pokemon. It's a 1 in 4,096 chance.
Yeah, like the actual card?
No, like in the game.
Oh. Anybody want a bite of coleslaw?
Nope. But I just randomly found the shiny, and it's probably maybe more than 4,096 chance.
Wow.
1 in 4,096 of them are shiny, and I just randomly found them, which makes it even more rare. Because I didn't use like a strategy to try to get it.
What do you do with it?
I can't use it right now because like
You tell your mom about it.
it's over like the level that I can use. So I can use Pokemon level 50 and below, and it's level 54. So I just have to wait until I level up again.
And what game? Is it Pokemon Go or is it on Switch?
It's on Switch. It's Pokemon Legends Arceus. It was also the first shiny I've ever found, ever. Might have found more as like with some of the other Pokemon games that we've had. Just didn't realize it.
Is this empty?
In trash?
We need more ice.
Okay. What do you guys think we should do today?
Honestly,
I'm
bowling.
looking at it.
Draw. I'm gonna draw. Sing
What's
Booper
this?
happy birthday.
That's real chicken compared to the.
Very soft.
Can we sing Booper happy birthday?
Yes.
It's Haka better than the erasers.
It's softer,
Juicy.
but those are better than I expected them to be.
Yeah. I said that they're exactly what I expected.
Oh, yeah. I love this fake honey sauce. It's just like liquid corn syrup with golden coloring.
It's not from local bees.
Oh,
Clarksburg
no.
bees. Oh, shoot.
It's not from any natural anything. Did they serve that guy on the bike in the drive-thru? What?
He was sitting there at the window.
Is that illegal or can you do that?
Oh.
I thought they didn't take walk-ups or bikes.
Mr.
Yeah,
Beast
but on the other hand,
did
why
that.
not?
Mr. Beast did it.
He went on his bike in a drive-thru?
Yep.
Did they serve him?
Yep.
Did he order 9 million tacos?
Nope.
Look at this little sandwich.
I used to get help of those when they were like $1 or $2 for $1 or whatever. Do you want any of this, babe?
Are they the same, just different sizes?
I think so.
No, it's
Probably different pickles. Huh?
you eat it. This has way too much mayo on it, though. Look at this. Oh, yeah.
Was there still another thing of fries? Mm-hmm. Holy Toledo.
This bun is falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
Did yours?
Bun different.
What?
Bun different.
Bun different.
That's how I'm going to talk now. Bun different. Chicken juicy.
You okay, Luna? Mm-hmm. Are you still waking up?
$55 at KFC.
Is the price of chicken, has it gone up? Is that why it's expensive?
Evidently. Well, their fries are $5.50. McDonald's large fries is $4, under $4, $3.79.
Oh.
This slaps.
Are you gonna eat more of your nuggets?
She doesn't know, honey. Here, I'll take another one.
Can we have one more each?
Yeah. She doesn't know if we care.
She said yes.
No, she went.
I said yeah.
That's a yes.
While you were shrugging.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
There's
Oh,
the
you want one of
ultimate.
these?
Yeah. The ultimate Luna is this, ready? Yeah.
Yeah.
I want one of these.
Yeah.
Sure, honey. Are you getting full?
Kind of.
You guys want family reading time later?
Sure.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah. But first, Booper.
What about Booper?
Happy birthday to you.
Is he gonna freak out if we all stand around him and sing?
No. I'll just be like, is this a cold?
Dry. No juice. Real chicken sweats.
Sweaty chicken, yum. Okay, I'm getting full.
It's just like when you make tutu, Hillary Egan's hot dogs, they're all just very chewy.
Yeah.
They don't
There's
break,
a texture.
down. Yeah.
Yes.
Tastes like school lunch.
Speaking of which, so it's not butter. Butter spread. It's not honey. Honey sauce.
I'm getting kind of full. I'm gonna finish my fries and when you can have this if you want it.
Okay. Me or Vince will eat it. I don't like any of these sauces very much, to be honest.
But you like the honey, right?
I love the honey and I love the butter. This is the barbecue.
The honey is a winner.
I think McDonald's has better sauces. Can I have a soda, honey?
What's that?
You want to drink of this?
Actually, this is mostly ice. It's Diet Pepsi.
Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi? Okay, sweetie. I'll take your plate.
French fries and 3 vegan nugget things.
Okay. Thanks, girl. Oh, wow, heck of food left.
It's like clips.
There's fries in here too, still.
Dang.
Y'all order so much food.
Well, we get excited.
I tried to raid mommy in.
I have no regrets.
I'm not gonna be able to eat your brownie right now.
The only other food we need today is brownies.
Okay.
I kind of just want to eat one or a few Starbursts.
Okay. Read it.
I'm done with it. Actually, I have one more.
He's 2/14 years old now.
Cooper's growing up. Hi, birthday boy. Should we sing happy birthday to him right now?
No. Shall the acquaintance be?
What about this honey sauce? Honey spread on the fries.
I won't go there. Don't go there, girl.
I'm done.
Okay. I'm so full.
Thanks for coming on the pod. Do you have anything you want to plug? Let the people know what you have going on in your life.
I just,
Where can people find you on
Yes.
TikTok?
TikTok.
When's that Lennox Albert, Olivia Rivera collab coming?
I don't know.
All right.
Why you ask him such questions?
Good job.
I'm so full, but I want to keep eating.
That's
Eating.
exactly what I said to myself.
Huh?
That's exactly what I said to myself.
Chick-fil-A has way better sauces.
Oh, what about the KFC sauce? Did you try that? Oh, good.
I can get you a new one.
No. I'm glad you have it open.
It's okay.
All these orange sauces, man.
Yeah, every restaurant's like signature sauce is orange.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the underlying ingredient? Turmeric?
Beetle. Umami.
Chipotle?
Truffle.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Have you tried their ranch?
No.
Let's see.
I'm sure it's bad.
I'm sure it's bad too. Ew.
I only got it so we'd have one in the fridge. Actually, we have a fresh one from... We have one ranch in there from somewhere recent. Should have grabbed it.
I I think it's better than
Little Caesar.
it's better than Little Caesars. I don't think Luna liked these Beyond Nuggets very much.
Yeah, neither did I.
The first one was the best. The next two were not so good.
But they were on it. I mean, the app said 12:12. I got there at 12:22. She's like 5 more minutes. Okay, and it was less than 5 minutes. But their indoor dining is completely closed.
Were you and the guy on the bike, were you the only customers?
There were people in the drive-thru after bike.
Oh, okay.
Bike guy. I was the only one in the lobby.
Oh, you can go in there but not sit down?
Correct.
So full.
What are you gonna
Use
do
your
with-
words. What do you
What are you
want?
gonna do with those sauce open?
Do you want them? I wanted to taste everything. I got
Like I said
barbecue,
earlier,
I got honey mustard,
Chicken dry.
I got ranch.
Why'd you open so many? What are we gonna do?
I wanted to taste all of them.
I realize that, but you gotta finish the job, man.
No. Oh, I feel so sick. Done eating for the day.
Very dry.
So dry
Chocolate.
and hard. Lennox, are you done reading Brian's Winter?
Exactly what I wanted for the reading time.
Okay.
Was one large fry left
Yeah,
in there?
yeah. Lennox, how many of your chicken strips did you eat?
3?
1.5.
1.5?
Actually, no. 2.5.
2.5. Okay. Like a butter and honey. Oh,
butter, faux honey.
So sick.
The honey is really, like it says honey barbecue, but it's really sweet.
Yeah, I don't like their barbecue sauce. Do you?
What if I do?
You do you. Oh, family walk.
Tomorrow.
What? I'm gonna go for a walk.
I've been walking with the unhoused.
This has been recording for 1 hour and 22 minutes.
Yeah, I started before I even left.
Why?
Just so it would be set up so when I brought home the food. I wouldn't have to fuss.
Okay. Can you put trash in here?
Look at that bag. The size of that bag reminds me of like when you would go to Macy's and buy 10 things or whatever, they just give you a giant bag.
Yeah. Lord have mercy. You're always last at the table, honey.
I'll take out the trash.
Trash? There's one in here if you want it. Nap time.
Pooper.